G'day and happy Friday. Today we celebrate the feast of the Holy Guardian Angels. In times past, this feast was celebrated as one with that of St. Michael and the other archangels. However, since the 17th century, this feast has stood by itself to remind us not just of the nice angel faces, but that even the littlest among us is being cared for by an angel who is at the same time gazing on the face of our Father in heaven. What we know about angels is found in the sacred scriptures and the writings of our church fathers, most notably St. Jerome, who we celebrated earlier this week, as well as St. Augustine, St. Gregory the Great, and copious times amount the writings of St. Thomas of Aquinas. Here we can see that though the term angel comes from the Greek word which means essentially messenger, this term really describes an office held by the Spirit more than anything about their very nature. Therefore, we should turn to the sacred scriptures where we can see the angels at work so as to understand what kind of office of messenger this really was. If we turn to scripture, we can see the image of the angels in Jacob's dream, ascending and descending the ladder, bridging heaven and earth, manifesting the gaze of the Father. The angels themselves gazing upon the face of the Father, and at the same time being heralds of the Lord. They were messengers to God's people. This is particularly fitting as we celebrate and reflect on migrants and refugees this week, as the angels were more often than not sent to people in exactly such conditions. It was an angel who found Agar wandering and displaced in the wilderness. Angels drew Lot out of Sodom and sent him as a refugee from his home. An angel announced to Gideon that he was to save his people. An angel foretold the birth of Samson. And the angel Gabriel instructs Daniel on his ordeals, though he's not called an angel in the passages, but simply the man of God. The same heavenly Spirit announced the birth of St. John the Baptist and the incarnation of the Redeemer, while tradition also ascribes to him both a message to the shepherds and the most glorious mission of all, that of strengthening the King of Angels in his agony in the garden. The angels also spoke to Joseph in a dream and the wise men too, telling them to move from their comfort zone for the sake of the good news that had come to earth. Now, St. Mary of the Cross reminds us that we're all but travellers here. So in what ways are our hearts open to listening for the promptings of the spirits and messengers of God? How can we recognise the message of God in those who are displaced and wandering from their homes or way of life?